get some sun, baby, it's time to go. All we need to put on is the radio. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get loud, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit when we go for gold. We can shine, shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight. Shine a little Let's hit the club, time to make a move. We got it late, ain't got nothing to prove. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit while we go for gold. We can shine, shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight. Oh, shine a little tonight. Oh yeah, we can shine, shine a little tonight. We can shine, shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight.
So here's what happens a lot of times for the merchants around across the United States of PayProTec. They get these letters that call inside into their mailbox, and it says Georgia Department of Commerce or Wyoming Department of Revenue. And inside that letter says that they've messed up with their sales tax. And their heart starts beating harder, and their breath becomes more struggled, and their mouth becomes dry. Their eyes are wide open, and they're scared. You know what? You can help to solve it. And we're going to talk about that today on Office Hours, because we're going to talk about how you can tame the beast. Well, I got to get the right button. See, I showed everybody now. Everybody's on the screen. Office Hours is not the most fun unless we have all of our trainers here. Last week, we were missing the one in the middle. He was down there doing his best Taylor Swift impressions. I saw pictures of him buying Taylor Swift merch. I was really hoping he was going to be wearing some. Mr. Mike Stetzel. Mike, how is your Taylor Swift fandom?
It is fine. I did a good job. The parents dropped the kids off at the concert, and even worse, we drove back to pick them up in the mess at the end, and they all four had a blast. So it was great experience. The selling the merchandise a couple days prior to the show is just genius. This woman does not mess around. Genius from her own standpoint of, hey, I can even sell more merchandise, and genius from the standpoint of, let's make it easy for the consumer. The day we went, they were busy at 10 when they opened. At 2:30 in the afternoon, we walked all the way into the venue and all the way into this little conference room. All these ropes were there to wait in line. Nobody was there. We waited 2 minutes to buy our merchandise. So genius stuff.
I love it. And let's see if I can show up on my full screen. I'm trying to get it as here's a little sneak peek of what's happening here in Indianapolis here soon. There we go. Look, Taylor Swift is here next week here in Indianapolis. You went all the way down to Miami. You could just come down 2 hours south. And Taylor Swift adorns the JW Marriott. Apparently, all 44 stories of Taylor Swift in downtown Indianapolis.
That is so cool.
So, Jenny, I know you haven't gone and seen Taylor Swift, but, it's hopefully beautiful fall weather in the mountains of Colorado. How's life there, Jenny? Have you run like a 50-mile race in honor of Mike or anything like that?
It's been I ran a 50-mile race last month, so it's been a minute. And then my coworker in the office next door is a big Taylor Swift fan, so I get to listen to Taylor Swift quite often throughout the day. And she actually went to a Taylor Swift concert, so I did get to hear all the details. So while I've never been, I feel like I've definitely gotten a lot of details about Taylor Swift in the past due to some.
I did not know that about Jason Lee.
Really?
You didn't? Wow, huge Swiftie.
Yeah, where have I been?
Yeah.
So, and my kids are huge Swifties, and if you want to donate tickets to, I will take them. If you want to buy some, I
haven't gone, so yeah, I want to go.
So we'll take donations. We would love to go to the concerts. There are a few. There's only 6 last era concerts left, or something like that. I forget exactly. I know it's Indianapolis and then Toronto, I believe. So wow, here we go. Yeah. All right, this isn't This Week in Taylor Swift. This is the office hours. We're talking about the big, hairy, monstrous beast of sales tax, and that we have a solution. It is on the Pay Anywhere, and it's the integration with Davo. I'm going to go over here to Mike because I know I'm going to guess he has some experience with this with his hospitality experience. Most state revenue offices like their companies and businesses to be filing their taxes and paying their sales tax. Do you have any war stories or any of your history of experience of having to pay your sales tax? Never hear of anybody not paying it or paying it late and getting fines or all the pain. What's your gut feeling when it comes to sales tax?
My gut feeling is we did pretty well. But what I was saying before the show is we had a large enough business that we had a full-time controller. And so this was, one of the monthly duties. And yes, we did get in trouble once in a great while. Something would happen, thought it was submitted, it didn't go through, all those types of things. But when you have that dedicated person, I feel like, oh, okay, you're pretty well covered. But if we've also been in a situation or seen a lot of our merchants that are owner operated businesses. You may operate your own restaurant as a merchant, and you're also the one responsible for filing that sales tax. So at the end of the day, at 8 o'clock at night, you've been there since 8 o'clock in the morning. The first thing on your mind is to go file sales tax. And no, it's to go home to your family or have dinner or something like that. And so we have something to offer now that will keep you out of the doghouse with the state because it does not go well. There are immediate threats of fines and things like that. It's a legal requirement. So we're here to keep them out of trouble, as you said, Nate.
It is important to pay your sales tax. And I also know how much of a pain it is, especially for these companies that may have more than one state they work in. So but really anyone that you just need to learn the system, and you want to set it and forget it. If you remember Ronco Enterprises, if you're going to have your, dehydrated meat, you set it and forget it. You want to do that with your sales tax, and you don't want to mess with it because this is an opportunity for you. And so Davo is a software that you can simply integrate with Payments Hub and Pay Anywhere that's going to make that just work. You're not going to pay any extra than you would over at Davo. And Jenny, really the system I'm going to try to pull up the, I didn't pull it up ahead, but I'll pull up the slick that we are going to, it's on my PayProTec. In fact, I just got the word that it's over there already in the Pay Anywhere section. But we want people to just be talking to their merchants about using Davo. And it's a really pretty simple integration, right?
Yeah, it's really user friendly. It's a really great product. You go ahead and enter all your information, and because it integrates, it's going to go ahead and take all the sales in automatically at the end of the day. So back to what Mike was saying, there's a lot going into running a business. And so typically at the end of the day, the business owners are not thinking about going in to do their sales tax. So once you do the integration, it hooks up automatically to your Pay Anywhere account. It'll take the calculations, go ahead and put any amounts that need to be paid for sales tax away and pay your sales tax on time. So everything's going to be calculated correctly. They'll be paid on time. And then the business owner can take that time back to their day and to running their business and doing the day-to-day activities to help run their business. What Nate is showing right now is also really a great opportunity for reduced risk as well, you guys. Sometimes sales tax, back to what Nate was saying earlier, they're not done correctly and you get those horrible letters in the mail. This will help take that away, right? They're going to do it automatically for you. They're going to take that on. And then as a business owner, they can just go to their day-to-day activities. It's a great solution.
It really is. And the fact is you are providing, you're saving them so much time. The PDF that I showed said it was 1 to 6 hours every week. And you're getting that for $54.95 a month. And you're getting the first month free. And it's just, you're allowing the pain and suffering that goes into reporting and paying your sales tax to be done simply. And it's one more way you can add value to your merchant. And the other thing I want to add is, Mike, you were saying this before, Davo isn't just on Pay Anywhere. That's a new integration for us, but it's something they may have been using when they were using other devices. How would you use that if you were talking to someone who's on a Square or a Clover or a SkyTab and one of those integrations is Davo? How would you present that to the merchant and say, hey, you can just use Pay Anywhere or Payments Hub. We already have that integration for you.
Exactly. So, and I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. Basically, just saying.
I did answer your question with my question, didn't I? There we go.
But I get it. Yeah, you can flip the integration. You know what? You're using Square right now. Unhook it from Square. Hook it to Pay Anywhere. It's not going to be a difficult process. You go right through Payments Hub. You go down to that business settings tab. And this is a good thing to encourage your merchants to do anyway. Go to business settings, then go to integrations. I just explored that the other day, and there's a couple things that were new. Davo is one of them. Yelp is another one that's there. We already know that QuickBooks Online is there. There's a prompt there to join that. So anyway, send them to that integrations tab. Nate was just saying before we came on here that Pay Anywhere is working to become more competitive to those bad words that Nate just used, because we hear it. We hear from you all. This Davo is one I've heard in the past where somebody said, do we have a way to automatically do sales tax? They said that's the best thing they like about such and such software. I'm like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. But that's what we're hearing. So here we are, thankfully delivering something that the customer is interested in and will find valuable.
And Pay Anywhere and Payments Hub continues to improve. Hopefully you got our email earlier this week that the continue fall 2024 release. I won't play the video right now, but we have increased features of bulk invoicing, the ability to do finally employee passcodes. You don't have to type your username and password every time you log in on your device when you're changing users. You simply can set a passcode and do it. More in-app reporting that's happening, and the ability of a better customer-facing screen. That would be a customer-facing screen that is going on the Mini E600 Mini. We'll probably talk about more of those features in the week. But the fact is that Pay Anywhere and Payments Hub is becoming more and more of a tool that you should not just be selling on how I'm going to save you money, but team, we have features that are going to save you time, energy, and headache. And that often makes people make more decisions than just simply saving some of their money because everyone else is pitching that. Let's save them time and money. Closing thoughts on Davo? Anyone as excited as I am about Davo? And I can't wait. Here's the thing. I will give prizes for the first partners to go out there. I don't know what yet. I have to figure it out. But I will make significant investments in probably some really good swag and something for the first several partners. I'll say first 3 partners that tell me a story about their merchants using Davo. So all you have to do is email me at nate@payprotec.com. Tell me that story. The first 3 that do it, I will find a way to get you some swag. And I just don't know what it's going to be because I literally just came up with that idea. I'm excited about Davo. I want you using it. Mike, Jenny, any other words before Mike, you're going to have the final word because you missed last week. So you got to do the final word.
I'm good. What a great product. You guys take advantage of the first 3. Hit Nate up. That's a pretty cool offer.
All right, here we go. It's time for the final word. On October 24th, 2024, On behalf of PayProTec and Office Hours, this is Mike Stetzel giving you the final word.
The final word is make Nate get into the WPPT prize closet. Get out there and talk about Davo. You are all welcome for that FM DJ imitation.
There you go. On behalf of Mike Stetzel, I'm Nate Manahan. That's Jenny Rickle, and we're so glad you joined us in Office Hours. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
See.